Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of WMSC's Local Live. Woo! Broadcasting tonight from Anodyne on Bruce and Walker's Point. Shout out to our in-house audience. You all look fantastic. I am music director Sid McCain, and I'm here with DJ Poundcake Punk Maggie Eichen, and we are so excited for tonight's Local Live from Anodyne.
We are. Tonight's show is being live streamed, and you can also watch along on WMSE.org, as well as WMSE's Facebook page channel. Our guest tonight is Fight Dice. And Local Live is presented by Third Space Brewing. Now give a warm welcome once again for musical guest Fight Dice.
So we're going to be live.
Young people are bombarded by distorted visual images and twisted music messages. Young people are bombarded by distorted visual images and twisted music messages. Young people are bombarded by distorted visual images and twisted music messages. Young people are bombarded by distorted visual images and twisted music messages.
Put that side waving. coffee houses aren't used to this black magic. So, this song's called The Journey. Yeah. We are strong, and we don't belong. We travel through the night, just to fight a horde of light. It's not easy. We are one, but we are many. We seldom do what's right, but we try not to fight. Yo, check it out. When you're with your friends, or you're with your crew, and you find yourself walking for days, miles on end, to find that castle in the sky, you need to realize the road is not paved with gold. The road is paved with violence and fire and death. So I'm gonna warn you, just this once. Behold the beholder, and then I'd uncloak the cloaker. The dragon queen is inside. Let's go. We are strong, and we don't belong. We travel through the night, just to fight a horde of light. Never easy. Whoa, thank you. I knew it was off to a rocky start when I was wearing my glasses. Like, why am I wearing my glasses up here? Anyhow, are we supposed to break there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, according to mine, you had The Journey next, but,
Oh, that was the journey.
oh, it was The Journey, my
You
mistake.
missed the journey.
I missed The Journey.
got two more songs.
I literally shouted, this song's called The Journey.
Sorry, I got
Cool.
I got distracted by all your rock and roll when you managed to blow out the sound.
Yes.
That was awesome. Well done.
It happens, I guess.
All right, Fight Dice, please introduce yourselves and tell me what character you are when you're playing the game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you guys want me to? Should I? We have Todd on bass over here. He's good people. We got Brett on guitar. Eric on guitar. And Dan on drums. And I'll be your DM for tonight. That means Dungeon Master for those that don't know. So it's all good.
How did this group come together?
Well, we all play D&D, except for Eric. Eric doesn't. Sorry. But especially, remember when the pandemic was happening? Right? And we did a lot of Google Hangs and whatnot playing D&D. And we were doing it like 3 times a week. And then at one point, Brett and I were like, hey, let's write some Dungeons and Dragons type songs and some fantasy stuff. And we did, and we recorded some demos, and then we sheepishly showed it to Todd and Dan, like, what do you guys think? And then they were like, well, nothing else going on. So we were like, all right, cool. So then we recorded our demo, and kind of the rest is the lore of Fight Dice. So, yeah, the lore.
Did Eric have to like roll some dice to be picked in as a guitarist?
I mean, he was available. But, no, I'm just kidding. Eric's great because Eric will say things like, hey, what if we do this? I'm like, that has nothing to do with what we're doing. You know, he'll be like, oh, throw in 3 robots from outer space. I'm like, dude, that's not how it works, man. So eventually we'll play with them. We'll set them up. But, you know, what can you do? A lot of people with jobs and work and all that kind of stuff. So.
Did your lyrics come from things from your campaign, or are they
Yes.
just
Oh, absolutely.
from the
yeah.
lore in general?
So
Okay.
at this point in my life, I've got really nothing exciting to sing about. So it would be super cool to sing about like killing dragons and fighting monsters and things like that. It's at least something that I know that is kind of entertaining. I mean, we're not called Fight Tax or sing about paying our taxes or something like that. So Tax Day, that would be the band. But right. So anyhow, so seriously though, it's like I don't know. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't care what anyone thinks. I think we all kind of feel that way. We're just having fun doing something that we like to do.
So what class are you in your campaign together?
Oh, geez, we do so many. So I tend to lean towards being a barbarian half-orc. I also like being an 18-year-old humanoid sorcerer, right? That just messes with him all the time. Like, yeah, so that's one of my favorites. Yes, and there's Gideon. We have, yes, one of our crew, one of our legion that we play with, Jen's out in the crowd tonight, which is awesome. And so is Jeremy. So, but Jeremy, it's all good. But yeah, so we've been playing for so long now that we've played multiple characters. We're going to be playing this weekend. Without Brett, he's going to California, but whatever. So like we try to play, we just as much as we can and have fun with it, and then do this whenever we're invited. So it's
Are
cool.
you still playing the same campaign from early COVID times?
No, so this is like every radio dial in Wisconsin just shut off as we're talking about this.
Wait a minute, Dungeons and Dragons was invented in Wisconsin,
yeah,
so
I know,
I
but I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
that's
I mean,
happening.
No. Again, guys, this is such insider baseball. We were doing like one-shot homebrews. Like we would do 3-hour adventure. Yeah, it's like, there's a guy asleep out here. He's just like, why did I even come here tonight? Get him some coffee, stat. No, but seriously, so we do this. So Brett is our current DM for this campaign that's taking. Yeah, the campaign's taken way too long. We've been doing this same campaign for like a year and a half, and I think we've gone about a mile and fought 3 things. It's not so. It's all about the slow play. Yeah, it's all about the slow play. But so like this weekend will be a one-off, like a homebrew one-off shot thing. So follow me on TikTok for all my cool Dungeons and Dragons speak.
You guys just recorded your record.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Like, where did you record it? Did you produce it yourselves? Like, give us the full story on this one.
Absolutely. So we are in the midst of wrapping up recording right now. We're in the mixing process. We're at Silver City Studios. Right? I always forget the name. Yes, on Valit, which is super awesome, and Josh has been engineering for us. The album's name is Total Party Kill, which, again, for those not initiated with Dungeons and Dragons, like that. Okay, so if you don't know Dungeons & Dragons and you hear an album called Total Party Kill, you'd be like, oh, that might be like a fun party album. But what it means in Dungeons & Dragons is that everybody in your group dies. So that's what you don't want to have happen as a TPK. So we thought, oh, maybe we can fool some people into, thinking it's a cool sounding album title. But anyhow, so we're doing that. Shopping it around, just kind of getting excited about putting it out for everybody, and super fun to record with these guys, by the way. There's a lot of talent up here, excluding me, I'm humbled that I get to work with these guys. So that was
All
a
right.
compliment.
Well, that's perfect. I think it's time for another set. But really quickly, for those of you tuned in, right now, if you go to the WMSC store and you want to go to Art and Music on Friday, we have a discount on the Art and Music tickets. You just type in the promo code Fight Dice. So take it away.
So this next song is literally about how hard it is for us to get together and play. It's called The Hardest Thing. We were thinking, but that's the day we play. You call the others, up again. 'Cause each session we get together, we wish it may last forever. I was thinking, but that today we play. You call the others, so lift it up again. 'Cause each session we get together, we wish it may last forever and ever and ever.
Dungeon Master and Dwarven Sword Master, Hobgoblins, Dwarves, Elves, and Halflings.
This person is the one that always says, hey, maybe we should talk to them before we try to kill them. And then the rest of us go, nah, let's just kill these guys. This song is for the person who, when faced with fighting a large group of dwarves, turned herself into a horse and let us all climb on her back and ride to safety. Jen, this one's for you. This song is called Go Time. The werewolf, a wizard and completely untamed, he said, Go time! He said, Go time! No time for go time! You gotta try and survive when it's go time! Ooh, I feel it. Yeah. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Someone say something. Dying to slow down. The horror, the battle, sound of death rattle me. Go time! He said, Go time! The time for go time! You gotta try and survive. Come on! For what? Because I'm about to wait for no man. The time is right. Don't wanna make the same and go again. Go time! Oh! It's go time! Oh! Go time! Oh! Try and survive. Not to be stingy, this song also goes out to another partner in the campaign. Yeah, sure, he dies a lot. It is what it is. Like the time he died, and we didn't know what to do with his body, so we just kind of rolled it into a lava pit as if we didn't know him. Those are good times. The werewolf, a wizard and completely untamed, he said, Go time! He said, Go time! The time for go time! You gotta try and survive for life, because I'm about to wait for no man. Don't wanna make the same and go again. Oh, it's go time. Oh, it's go time. Oh, go time. Go time. Go time. Go time. Go time. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Try and survive. That song is called Go Time.
Yeah. How many people here haven't played in a campaign with you guys?
Well, most. I just kind of,
You're singling them out.
yeah.
I just picture like people getting ready for their big Dungeons and Dragons and playing Go Time, putting
That's
on
what we're hoping.
their stuff and going.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly it. And I think that just trying to create music that's got a fun vibe, because you want to be psyched up then when you're getting ready to play, and luckily some of these songs will resonate with some people, and yeah, they'll enjoy it. So.
So you've incorporated some samples into your set here. What's the background of some of these audio clips we've been hearing?
A lot of them are from 1980s Satanic Panic specials. A lot of the when
What is a
people were.
satanic panic special, please?
Oh, gee.
Please define what that is, because I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. Yeah, so in the 1980s, there was a lot of times the
Who
Catholic.
played Dungeons and Dragons that's here that played in the 80s? Anybody?
Right. Anyone? Right. And you
Remember
probably.
when people were like burning shit and like there was
Hey,
like
you
the-
can't swear.
sorry, burning stuff
Totally fine.
and books and D&D stuff.
Right, exactly. And then people were blaming Dungeons and Dragons for all this terrible stuff and backmasking and music and all of that. So it's real easy if you go online and you look up 1980s Satanic Panic Dungeons and Dragons, and you start finding all these videos that come out where people are talking about how terrible it was. And yeah, and a lot of the samples are people saying stuff like, oh, they're corrupting the youth with words, and this person wanted to be a demon, and this person thinks they're a god. And so it's super funny. I mean, I thought it was funny when I was 10 years old. I think it's even more hilarious now. But so we incorporate a lot of that in it as well. So.
It's very metal.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. We're not, I mean, I don't think any of us have been in a sample-heavy band or anything like that, so we're just trying them out and drive them
Just
around the
meaning
block.
metal in the
It's a real
satanic
cosmic gumbo
panic
of,
side of things.
sounds and music and things like that, so. Yeah, that shut it down right there, right? Yes.
How have you felt about the popularization of Dungeons and Dragons in recent years? Like,
Well, I think,
kids
yeah.
these days didn't have to deal with the satanic panic of yesteryear.
No, and it's fantastic. In fact, I sometimes, with some people here, and my students, I'm a teacher by day, and I did a D&D club at my school. And that's kind of shocking because that wouldn't have happened in the 1980s. But then it's like we kind of ride that wave of it's like we've been playing for a long time, and then all of a sudden it kind of starts getting popular, and we're like, now we just seem like we're hopping on that wave, but whatever. Not here to impress anyone.
So
Except for you guys. Except for you guys. Here.
What's it gonna take for Eric to finally join in on a game?
I don't know. Just give us a free night, man.
Phone call? That's overstepping, man.
We told you not to speak, Eric. He'll get in on it. So, it's a lot of stuff. He just got some hermit crabs, and which I wish that was a joke. Right?
No, we got 3 of them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So today, when I'm about to invite him to play today, and he like rolls up with a picture on his phone, and says, "Look, the hermit crabs are getting along now," and it's like, all right, well, this guy's busy. He's got priorities in life.
Wait, what are the hermit crabs' names?
My kids, I had a hermit crab in high school. My children found out what his name, so they made me rename my new hermit crab Trey. And then we got Bonnie, because my 6-year-old is obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy, and Hermione, because my other son is super smart and thought that was a cute hermit crab name.
There you go. Right.
They're so cuddly, those hermit crabs.
If you'd like his hermit crab band to play, I'm sure they'd do this at some point. So.
With the new album, what's the design vibe going to be? Are people going to be able to buy it and then plan out their own journey to
Yeah, so that becomes the trick, right? We always talk about that. It's that fine line of too much kitsch or, just one of those things. And it's like even tonight, we love the music we're playing, and it's very performative because we're live, right? And having fun on the interwebs and all that. But, if we want to be, I don't want to say we want to be taken seriously, but we're just kind of like, we'd like people to enjoy the music. We'd like people that, it doesn't have to be exclusive to people that like Dungeons and Dragons. I want some people to just listen to this and be like, yeah, it's fun, it's good music, we're having a good time with it. So
Absolutely, but there's so many bands that have look at Kiss with their makeup, or like
Never heard
Rush
of 'em.
with the Tree song. Like there's lots of bands that
No, I
touch in the
know.
magical realm, and
yeah,
people still love
I know. I mean, but didn't they just win? Like, aren't they just avatars now? They turn into like space avatars to release music. I mean, I wish, right? We don't have to, yeah. So, but the goal, right, is to become space avatars and just do that, which we tried. Yes, which we actually tried. Our first show, we played for Milwaukee Record. We did it during one of the Green Bay Packer halftime shows. 3 years ago, and we had a screen that was 10 feet long by like 6 or 7 feet high, and we played behind the screen where we just had all of us represented by different characters, wizards and orcs and barbarians and all kinds of stuff like that. And I thought it was a great idea, but then all of a sudden you just had people like walking up and just looking behind the screen at us. So I was like, I guess the screen thing's neat for like a one-off thing, but so we tried our Avatar thing.
And this is your first time fronting a band, is that correct?
No,
No.
thanks for.
Well, you were like,
I'm
I'm
just
so
kidding.
honored to be
I'm
here
just kidding.
with all of this
I haven't.
talent.
I'm sorry. I haven't fronted a band since the mid '90s. So yes,
And that band is Green Day? No.
yes. Almost played my birthday one year, Green Day. Anyhow,
Oh.
long story. But yeah, that was it. It was just the '90s. Brett and I were in a band together. In fact, Brett was in a band with Dan back before that. And when Dan got rid of Brett, then I was like, Brett, let's start a band. Those guys suck. Let's do this. And he's like, yeah. And then they became the Promise Ring. So, but here we are. And we're all together now, and that's what makes everything great.
I want to ask Dan Didier a question. Dan, is there an instrument that you don't play? I've seen you on like drums, guitar, I think a synthesizer
I
at
prefer
some
not
point.
to be on a mic or sing. So I'll do anything else, just not sing. That is your answer.
Perfect.
He's got a good voice. I just heard him in the bathroom back there. He was doing his warm-ups. It's weird.
What do you do to warm up for a Fight Dice show? All of you. Do you
Well, I
stretch?
teach for 8.5 hours and then drive down from Grafton. That's how I do it.
I hope I won't say something that totally outs me as not knowing anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
You're all good.
You're fine, man.
What do you do, Brett, to prepare for a concert?
Make sure I have all my stuff with me, and that's
All right,
about
that
it.
was a great
Yes,
one.
That's great, yeah.
So
Oh, no.
he'll be doing a spoken word tour later this week, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll really
You're welcome.
appreciate his thoughts and ideas. So, and Eric's opening up about talking about hermit crabs. So it all works out. Yeah, should we play a little bit? Because
Yes.
Yes,
the yuck yucks are over.
absolutely.
Hey, so one of the cool, more jokes. Here's something we're going to give everybody watching at home and people here. Are there any people here that are in a band right now, actively in a band? What band are you in? Never heard of ya. So, just kidding. That's the Grovelers. Love them. They're great. Taco Tuesday, I believe, is in the house tonight as well. So, yeah, but anyhow, one of the things that's cool about what we do is we can change lyrics and whatnot when we sing. But a real important thing you have to know about Dungeons and Dragons as we get into this next song is that when you are fighting, and if there's 5 people or how many people in your campaign, what happens is everybody gets a turn to fight, including the bad guys. And every one of those rounds should take 6 seconds in like real time. Does that make sense? It usually takes us about 5 minutes for us all to decide what we're going to do, but then that takes 6 seconds. So that's the name of the song. The name of the song is It Takes 6 Seconds to Do One Round of Battle when you're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, just so everybody gets a turn and that it's fair to everybody. Oh my God, what do you see? In a shop, in a tree! Wild bear! Wild bear! Wild bear, get out! That was 6 seconds. So, what's cool is, it doesn't have to be an owl bear. We can change it to a different animal, right?
Anything.
Anything. Ready? Let's do it. Oh my God! What do you think? In the tree! Bugbear! Bugbear! Bugbear, get out! So that was a bugbear. And does anybody have a monster that they'd like us to fight? Yeah, great choice. Let's do it. Ready? Oh my God! What do you see? In a tree! In a tree! Where bear? Where bear? Where bear, get out! Thank you. Brett, are you ready to play a real song?
No.
I can tell the difference between reality and fantasy.
This song's called Attack of the Drider.
do we deal with our demons?
This song's called Mimics Attack. How many times in the DM say you've been away? I've been for my own for so long I should be on my own. It was the last time, so I'm feeling pissed. Now you got me holding on to a mimic in a treasure's place. I should have known. They put you back in my home. What a fool I've been. Hello, old man. Mimics attack! Mimics attack! Mimics attack!
Are they really things like demons? Well, the answer is you better believe it.
Shopkeeper is keeping with your man's tail. Definitely waiting for the clientele. Mandrake is shrieking from the witch's spell. Your monkey list is rising just from many rails. Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Fatally tuning as it leaves its shell. Silence and beauty from the witch's spell. I make a potion with control from the ground. Magic soil. Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Mandrake cries. All right. You wanted to know what class we are. We got Wizard on the drums, bass guitar, the Ranger. On both guitars, we got Barbarians. On the microphone, the Sorcerer. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Can you see what comes to light right before your eyes? Mandrake cries. Wobers.
So,
That song was about a mandrake. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but whatever.
so when I'm listening to your music, I hear a little Corrosion Conformity, I hear a little Misfits, maybe a tinge of King Diamond. Was it your intention for it to be so heavy, or were you? Because let's face it, the bands that you have Braid up there, you have bands from different, Promise Ring, whatever else, like that's pretty soft compared to what you're playing. right now. What was the inspiration, I guess?
Well, we're just going back to our roots, I guess. I feel like.
It was
that might
Todd,
be-
wasn't it? Todd was like, we gotta rip it.
It was Eric, actually. It's like this surf rock band is Snoozeville. I gotta pop. Sorry, I don't mean to. I'm just giving him a hard time. But no, but seriously, I don't know. It's like, right, Eric's doing this amazing thing with Devil's Teeth. That is like awesome. And Todd has Braid. He's been doing touring with them. And Dan's got every band in the city. So that's great. So for us, it's like, and everyone's doing different things. And it's like, man, this is what we were doing. We were into hardcore when we were kids. We were into punk rock. And it's like, I don't know if we could do any other, I don't know. We could do something else. But yeah, the King Diamond thing, you threw me for a loop there. It's pretty great.
It's the magic. It's just the magic
Jay's got
around
the
it.
range.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I think it's just kind of the way it is. And, and I think when Brett and I presented it, it was like, hey, we're doing this. Full well understanding that everybody had their different area in life they are musically and what they're doing. And we're just glad that they were willing to take the ride. And it's just super awesome to make music with friends. So, yeah, it wouldn't change it for the world. That's
So
kinda
then
sappy.
what's next? You're gonna release the record? Do you have some shows coming up?
Yeah, we have a show. When is that show, Eric? Do you remember?
June 6th with North by North from Chicago. They're like on tour like
Cool.
365 days a year, so they're coming back through and happy to join them there.
Yeah. So, and then we're crossing our fingers. The Turf show is coming up, the Turf benefit show, and that we'd, if they're listening, people of the Turf, we've talked and we would love to seal the deal. So yeah. So definitely
Share with us
looking
what the
for that.
Turf show is. We might not know what it is.
So there is a skate park over in Greenfield called the Turf from many, many years ago, and I spent a good portion of my childhood there. And it got buried under. Well, first it was in the early '80s. It was awesome, and then there was a strip club put up over it called Belly Buttons, and the bowls were still there. So we would go and rip off the paneling in the back of Belly Buttons, and you could go underneath the stage and you could get into the bowls. Super legal, and yeah, super fun. And so, we were the creators of urban spelunking. And so then what happened, that ended up going away, and now there's been all this other hoopla with it, trying to get it brought back to life. Tony Hawk's involved, right, Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy knows. So yeah, so there's gonna be a benefit for it. It's gonna be a lot of bands. It seems like an awesome time. Would love to be involved with it, because even like some of these guys still skateboard to this day, and it's a lot of Bengay and Neosporin, but they get it done. So these guys are going out. Dan's like, it's true. This is not a joke what he speaks. So yeah, so it's been a part of us, and I mean that's our scene, and. So we're excited. And then we're hoping for some other things. At this point, we always talk about bucket list or areas, venues, things like that we'd like to play. Would love to have a shot at like Bayview Bash or something like, some fun places like that.
I'm sure
where it
that
could
would
get
never
party.
happen.
You never know. So yeah, and then a couple bar mitzvahs and maybe Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg. Wine Fest in Cedarburg. Fish Days, and where's that? Is that Cedarburg? Port, we'll take, yeah. But yeah, we're just looking for fun things, places like this is great to be here. This place is amazing for music, and it's super cool. I was super worried there's just gonna be people sitting down here drinking coffee in the front, just staring at us unapprovingly. But this place is great. This is super fun, and we're glad and thank you for letting us play. We really appreciate it.
Oh, we're so thrilled to have you, and I'm actually really jazzed about the amount of kids that are here to see you. And I know for some of them it won't
Most
be.
of them are ours.
But how cool is it when one of the kids says, like, what was one of your first concerts? Seeing my dad in
Yeah.
Fight Dice at
and-
Anodyne.
and that's, I speak for these guys, but it's like, how cool is it to be dads and be able to skateboard? How cool is it to be dads and be able to play in a band and, and have your kids see that and kind of wince about it and be slightly cringe, but still into it, And yeah, so it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. And that's what you hope for, right? You want your kids to see you being creative, doing fun things, having a good time. And I'm glad they're here. My one son's here, this girlfriend, they're not even paying attention. Yeah, Dad, whatever. I made him listen to the new record in the car, and he was just like, yeah, it's great, thanks. So, thank you for coming, I appreciate it, Bruno. Check him out, check Bruno out at the Vanguard. Bruno's the best, he's the best front of house at Vanguard, check him out. Long hair, always wearing his mustard hat, you'll see him. Next time you go, you'll be like, oh yeah, there's that guy, you said about that guy, there he is, so yeah. Right, Bruno? Thank you. That's the response. So, and thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. Really, you guys, it means a lot. I don't know. I think we got time for one more. Is that all right? What do
We do, but
Oh, sorry,
you
I don't mean
just
to
wanna
rush you.
rush through this interview part, which could be fascinating.
Oh, I mean, I was going to ask
No
where people can
sarcasm
find
in
them
that one.
online.
Yeah,
but-
where can we find out more about you? Like, let the people know. Is there a website? Are you on the Book of Faces? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook. We do that stuff right now, and we're looking to put that MySpace page up in the near future. LinkedIn. No, but we are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We'll keep those things updated as we go along. And and we'll just stay tuned because we got a lot of fun times ahead of us, we hope, and we hope everybody has a good time tonight. And, we have shirts here if anyone wants a shirt, so just say that, whatever.
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date about the new record, too.
Absolutely, yes.
Can people listen to your music anywhere online?
Currently on Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes.
Yes.
Apple
and-
Music, I guess.
Right, and a lot of the songs, those were basically our demo. It's still pretty good quality, I feel. But once the new record comes out, I think we might end up taking that one.
Yeah, the fidelity is going to be through the roof.
Yes, we're super stoked about the fidelity. So we're re-recording a bunch of those songs, and then we'll put that out. So there's stuff in the works. It's a lot of moving pieces and parts right now.
All right. Well, let's hear your final track there.
All right. Awesome. Again, thanks everybody for coming out. This song is called Anthem. Everybody make a fist for me here tonight, please. Come on. I know it's a coffee house. Join along. Fight, 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 fight. Thank you. Roll your fight dice. Roll your fight dice. Roll the fight dice. Roll your fight dice. Roll the fight
young people are bombarded by distorted visual images and twisted music messages.
Thank you very much.
All right, tonight's edition of Local Live was broadcast and live streamed from Anodyne on Bruce in Walker's Point. Local Live is a production of 91.7 FM WMSE, produced by me, DJ Maggie, and Sid. Audio and video engineering by Knieverland Productions. All graphics by Airtruck Design. That's him on stage. Band Hospitality by Transfer Pizza, and Local Live is presented by Third Space Brewing. Thank you once again, and let's give it up for Fight Dice.
Find upcoming guests and archives of past Local Live segments at WMSC.org, and tune in again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. for another in-studio session with musical guest Toad Skin. They're very punk as well. And stay tuned for more info about our next Live from Anodyne, which will be Something to Do on March 5th. Thanks again for tuning in, and thank you to our awesome audience.